what do we say for usual intro? Like, oh, hello guys, welcome to another podcast.
Yeah, like,
okay.
hey guys, well, actually, I want you to try to wing it and see. I want to see how far.
I want to see how good it goes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to see how good your memory is. All right.
I don't really. Wait, what? I do it like the way you do it.
You don't do it how I do it. You can do it in your own way, but you need to at least hit some notes, like the name of the podcast.
Okay. Yeah, I got that. Alrighty, I'm ready.
All right, go.
Wait now. Oh, I think you said okay. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I think you said okay. Hold on.
No, it's all good.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Hey guys, welcome back to another Pop Podcast. I'm Sticks, one of the co-hosts of this show, followed by another co-host, Jaboy.
It's Jaboy.
Follow up behind him is Kahuna.
Oh, that's me.
Is it? Right?
I think. Hold on.
All right, moving on. Anyways,
Oh.
you're the actual person you give a shit about.
Oh, fuck you.
Parrot!
Alright, yeah, dude, hold on. I think you're you're pulling a little leg there. Like,
I know.
I think I'm probably like the one person people don't really care about compared to Vincent.
That's the joke.
I'm like the only thing I'm gonna say about the whole podcast is Jaboy.
That's it. Just stay quiet.
That's the whole thing.
Get towards the ending. All right, later, guys.
That's okay, just leave the call.
It's like Jaboy. What do you think about this? It's Jaboy.
It's like Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs, what inspired you to make the next Krusty Krab 2?
Money.
It's your boy. It's leans over.
It's your boy, Young Megaphone.
Alright, so then.
Do we have any juicy stories?
I mean, like, we could start off with, like as we were talking about before, we could start off with Canada. Like, I really do want to know, like, what's up with Canada.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
The reason you haven't seen Kahuna.
Alright, y'all at home. So, I have been in Canada for 9 days. So, I missed a week of the podcast.
Oh,
Well,
2 weeks.
yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah, right. So,
Get it right.
I've just been out and about. I've been traveling because it's something I wanted to do this past summer. And one, it's good to be back. I didn't think I'd be jet lagged after a 3-hour time gap, but here we are.
Oh, no, you were jet lagged because you were saying like, "Oh, I'm tired."
No, yeah, I was tired.
You were also on the East Coast, right? You weren't. On
Yeah.
So that makes sense. Yeah.
Wait, like, what like path like did y'all go? Cause like, I remember you being like Niagara Falls. I kind of thought that was like that's like in Toronto, right? Or by Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
and so I was thinking like,
south of Toronto.
yeah, there we go. So I was thinking like, man, you guys are pretty like out there. Like, how far did you go?
Okay, so my entire trip went like this. So on Saturday morning, we went to our airport, and then we had we first made a stop to Las Vegas, and then from Las Vegas to Detroit. But the thing is, to no one's surprise, an international trip is insanely expensive, right? So like, if you cross that border, it's gonna cost you a lot.
Well, yeah,
So-
wait, I'm real with you. When you were like, because the day last time I talked to you when you were in Vegas, like when I heard, I'm in like over here, I was like, what the fuck? I really had no idea like how'd you got over there? Like that confused me. Because I was like, that's too much money.
Oh no, I drove.
But
I
yeah,
drove.
of course.
All the way from Detroit to Vegas. No, I'm just kidding. But so our plan.
You went to Detroit and lived?
Oh, okay. I'm glad you brought that up because Detroit's so much better now. It's not like.
Did you see Marshall Matt?
Well, did you like leave the airport or? Like...
No, we did. No, we did. Because what we our plan
He left
was,
within a 100-mile radius. No,
Yeah. Like...
Nah. So we landed in Detroit and then we bought a rental and drove that across the Canadian border to Windsor, a smaller town literally across the border from Detroit. Like you can see the skyline from there from Windsor. Yeah, so we stopped at Windsor and then took I want to say a 30-minute drive down to Kingsville, which is a small town. It's the lakes. It's along the lakeside of Lake Erie, so we could walk to its shore and like kayak.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. And while there, I in hindsight, this wasn't a good idea, but the house I was staying in had like a kind of sunroom, but not really, because it was close enough to the main like living room and kitchen and all that, and it wasn't even a separate room. It was just a part of the entrance. Like, it was
Excuse me for being a poor peasant, but describe to me what a sunroom is.
How do I describe?
Wait,
a
really?
sunroom?
You don't know what a sunroom is?
I think I do.
It's basically in the name of it, Andre.
It's
if you just think
basically
about it.
it's
Okay,
basically
I
a room made of glass that you can see through.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Like people put plants and stuff in it. Sometimes
Okay,
they have the
I
same
know what
thing
it
where
is.
it's like a porch that's covered, you know?
Oh,
They-
okay.
that's
yeah,
yeah,
That's
basically
basically what a sunroof is.
it's a porch that's pretty much covered, and that is likely exactly what the room I was staying in was, because it was the first thing you saw on your way into that house. So it was this covered porch, obviously the sunroom, and now that you mentioned plants, there were a few in that room, but it was pretty nice because had a cozy little bed. It could fold out to a larger, I want to say queen size bed, maybe. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Well,
But
it was a
bottom line-
bed for sure.
Yes, yeah, I can say with full certainty that this was in fact a bed. So, yeah. So with the cost of being in a sunroom was one, AC didn't reach you as well as you would wish, and that
Oh.
wasn't an issue because we were near the lakeside. What was though was
so
trying to-
basically, what you're trying to say is that you got at least a good breeze coming in and out or some shit like that.
yes, yeah,
Okay, cool,
yeah,
cool.
I got that.
Nice.
The one issue I had though was while I was over there, it was 2 a.m. I want to say, and
Mhm.
for here that's 11 a.m. since obviously we're on the West Coast.
Yeah.
So imagine waking up at 11 a.m. your time, and wait, I'm stupid. 11 p.m. God, I'm stupid. Okay,
I would say
woke-
AM, dude. That's night over here.
Yeah, no, because AM's morning.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm stupid. Anyway, okay. So 11 p.m. your time, I woke up, and I'm like, something's pelting the entire house, and I'm like, okay, that should be rain, but the projectiles sound really big.
Oh.
Should I check? Yeah, so I'm like, because I'm like, okay, it's likely hail, so I'm just gonna stay under like the covering, just to be
Yeah.
safe. And I open the door, and I don't see any snow or hail or anything, and I'm confused. So I'm like, what is going on? Why is this so loud? So I stick out my hand because I clearly see water, and I get pelted like I'm being shot with a water gun, and it hurts. So I'm like, what the hell? So I recoil my hand back in. Their raindrops were about the size of my fist. Okay. First off, I didn't know that was a
raised fist water.
just imagine like you know how in some games they have like fighting moves like hailstorm of fists, like
Yeah.
or a
Yeah, dude,
rainstorm of fists.
Bro, like,
Medium
yeah, like,
mass,
the
atomic punch or some
moment
shit.
like you stick your hand out, like your hand's like into the JoJo Bizarre episode where you're just getting pummeled by hands.
Dang. Nah, how I imagine it about it is imagine walking outside and getting pelted by several children with super soakers. That's what it felt like, and it's at the point where the raindrops were obviously they gained so much momentum that they're moving really fast, so it hurts. Because
Yeah.
at a fast speed, water freaking hurts. So I immediately recoil my hand, which is one, it has marks of red after being pelted by rain, and two, I'm
I got hit by a
completely
BB
soaked.
gun.
Yeah, and I got completely soaked. So it looks like I stuck my hand in the lake. So I have to, one, I have to dry my hand off, and I'm like, what the hell is happening? Are we gonna die? Like, is this some kind of like lake phenomena I'm not aware of? And the homeowners seem really chill because I stayed with relatives up there because some of my relatives are in Canada, which I had learned while I was up there. I didn't actually know that. Yeah, I was assuming we're staying in like Airbnbs or something, but good to know.
Yeah.
They were completely chill about it, and they're like, all right, whatever, because like no one got up in a frenzy or anything, or like no emergency of any kind was apparent. So I'm like, okay, so I guess this is normal. And then thunder started to roll by, and I'm like, slowly. Whoa, how do I want to word this? I was anticipating
Like,
that it would get louder, right?
Your danger level went up a little bit. Like it went from like yellow to orange. Like
Yeah. So and then okay, from here
It's
I'm at
increasing by the minutes.
yeah.
right. Well, okay. I'm at this point. I'm stuck at orange, kind of bordering yellow. But
Yeah.
since I start hearing thunder, I'm like, okay, at least it's a thunderstorm. At least that's a given, because it's gonna get a little rough out there. Whatever, fine,
Yeah.
right? And it never got louder. And I was more confused by the fact that the rain was consistently louder than the thunder, no matter what.
Jeez.
And
Wow.
yeah, and because of that, me being in a sunroom that has a lot less padding or enforcement or however you want to call it than the main house, I heard all of it and could not sleep.
Jeez.
At first, it was a problem because I went to other rooms in the house trying to be as quiet as I could. Every other place was occupied, so I had no choice but to try to sleep in that sunroom, and I just couldn't. So I laid there, listening to Super Soakers pelt the entire house with some ambient thunder in the background, just trying to sleep. And my dumbass thought I could do it. I couldn't. I stayed up till 2 a.m. all the way to sunrise, and I just didn't sleep. And by the time that day ended, I had been awake for about 24 hours, and I blame that
Jeez.
storm for it. Yeah, but to its credit, Kingsville was probably my favorite place to have stayed. It's very quiet and rural and all that, so that was the one downside, but that's a really funny downside. So I'm pretty content with it. And then afterwards, we got to go kayaking, and I saw a snake swimming, so that was kind of cool.
Oh.
What's
Yeah.
it called? Back to your whole like experience with thunderstorm and all that.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but if it was me in that situation, I'd perfectly just be able to sleep through that, which is really
Well-
weird because I can't sleep through noise. But I guess like
Right.
nature like that, I
Actually,
can definitely
people,
do.
So
people
you
can
need,
definitely sleep through like rains and thunderstorms because they find that shit soothing and just like to sleep with.
Yeah, it's white noise. So
Yeah, it's white noise basically to them.
and that's what I thought too, because it
Well-
was relaxing, but it was just loud enough for me to not sleep. Because that rain
Well, if you think
was
about
loud.
it, if there's like fists raining from the sky, you think I would sleep? Like, no, I wouldn't.
Oh hell no, yeah, yeah. So and later in, I want to say it took maybe until 4 or 5 a.m. for it to start subsiding. So
Yeah.
the rain finally became normal, the rain that we're used to. And by then I thought, okay, maybe now I can sleep. And then the sun came up.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was a bummer. But we did a lot that day, so I'm not really complaining. So after Kingsville, I want to say it was I want to say at most like 2 hours. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe 3. We took another jump from town to town. We went to Guelph this time.
You
And
went to
Guelph,
where?
Guelph.
Well,
Guelph. Yeah, it's basically the I want to say this. It's it's Ontario's version, which is the province I was in. It was Ontario's version of the town where you go to if you want nothing to happen. That's how it was described to me. Yeah. So we were stationed there for a couple days with another relative, and that would be our launching point towards our big ass road trip, which I want to say we spent a collective day and a half on the road, which was a nightmare. So that wasn't fun. Yeah.
ouch.
So from Guelph, we jumped to Niagara, which marks the third wonder of the world I've seen in person.
Oh,
The other
nice.
two were Palawan in the Philippines, and
Wait, where?
Palawan, the Philippines. Yeah.
That's one of the seven. That's one of the 7 wonders.
Mhm.
Natural wonders.
Oh,
I should have.
I was
clarified.
about to say. I was like, because I thought like
No, because
Mount Rushmore was one of them. It's like,
nah, because natural wonders is stuff we didn't
Yeah,
influence
yeah.
at all. Yeah,
Wait,
but
like
you
the
were
Grand, I know the Grand Canyon is one.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
but-
What's Palabwa?
Palawan. Okay, Palawan is the main thing is I want to say it's its own. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's its own like island area, and it's where most tourists go if they want to see like the pretty stuff in the PI. That's where you go. But the specific thing there was this underground river that stretches for miles. It is completely pitch black. Like obviously the farther you go into it, it's home to tons of bats, and the water under you's up to 10, 30 meters deep. I don't remember what how exactly, but pretty much it's its own big ass naturally forming underground river, and it's insane to see in person, and pictures don't do it justice. Mostly because it's dark, so you can't see anything.
Oh, okay, that's what you
Yeah.
What if you
Yeah,
like? What if you took just big, like giant knife and just cut the top off, just slide in there, you know?
Well, then it just,
Nah,
then
I'm
it
kidding.
just, well, no, then it just be a river and not be special. Yeah, 'cause the whole point is that it's secluded and it's dark as shit down there, which
I
is
think-
kind of
No,
gnarly.
I think that's pretty cool though. Like that there's still stuff like that. Like I had no idea that existed, but I mean, like because we're still exploring the Earth. You know what I mean? Like we're still finding things
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, well, people coming to this underground river has been pretty well established for a while now, as far as I'm concerned. But again, pictures just don't do it justice. It's insane. Southeast Asian, like the Pacific Islands, are amazing to see on vacation. I can't stress that enough.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's kind of good that we don't have too much pictures for it anyway. I mean, like for example.
Yeah. Because that kind of ruins it. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen the pictures of Mount Everest these days?
I have not.
A
Well,
lot of
you
dead people.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Well.
I knew that. I knew that.
Well, besides that, I mean, like, if you take the picture up close to the top, you're literally just gonna see, like, at one angle, yeah, it looked all beautiful and nice, like, like, not a human sight. On the other side, there's a whole line of people trying to get to the
Yeah,
top.
trying to get to the
Oh,
top. There's
right.
literally a line now
Wait,
Right.
to
for
climb Mount Everest.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah,
There-
they're literally.
there
they
is.
literally-
because
there's a
it's
video
like
that
$10,000
shows
to get a permit to climb Mount
E-
Everest.
exactly why
there's
it's
so many
people are dying
people
on there now.
That is
Yeah.
not surprising.
There's too many people on Mount Everest, surprisingly.
You know what's
Trying
funny
to
about
get to the
Mount
top.
Everest though?
What?
Yeah.
Is that like people go to do it, but the people who work there is the Sherpas. Like they're dying too, but nobody gives a fuck because they're just like locals. But like they're the ones who are actually doing like the journey. Like they're the people who freaking climb Mount Everest like every day or something. Not every day, but like
I
every.
mean, I don't think they die though. Really, like.
They do a lot because
They do?
because their job is to keep you, like that's their whole job, is to guide you and to keep you safe. And sometimes they die in the process of trying to save you. So there's a
yikes.
lot of dead Sherpas
Because
up
in
on
case you
Mount
forgot-
Everest.
Yeah, that's true. That's true what Vincent just said.
Yeah, because in case you forgot, Everest is fucking
On it,
dangerous.
it's very sad.
Insane.
I mean,
Yeah.
at this point, it's not dangerous because there's a fucking line going up to it now.
That
There's
just makes it worse.
No, there's a literal
There's
straight
literally
line.
a line. There's literally a line against the mountain, literally just like
Uh.
waiting to climb, to climb it.
That is gnarly. That's
Yeah.
even
Literally,
worth it at that
look
point.
Up, look at. Hold on, I'm gonna look up the clip for it because
I'm looking up a
Crazy.
line of people. Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
Is
Yeah.
it even worth it
Oh
at that
my
point?
God!
Wait, Eric,
Because,
go ahead and send a picture, and then I'll add it in so the people viewers can see
Yeah.
it.
I thought this picture was fake. Hold on.
no,
Okay.
dude.
No, it's like that's kind of like why I'm kind of glad there's not many pictures of wonders around the world as much anymore because it's better to go experience in person. But at the same time, the same thing could have been said about Everest, where it's like there's not many pictures. People are like, oh, well, I guess Everest is more of an experiencing anyway.
Yeah, so
It
Vince,
is. It's most of experience.
See, with
Vince just put up
Everest,
the picture.
I
Jeez.
have zero
Uh.
desire to climb Mount Everest. Like,
Pussy.
I don't know. It's like it's a weird thing. Like people are like, oh, that's like the greatest thing you can accomplish. I'm like, I'm cool down here. Like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I just have no desire to
Well, the
climb
reason
Mount
it's so
Everest.
special, it's of course, like I said, it's the tallest mountain in the world. So
It's the
basically,
tallest
you have
mountain-
the appreciation of yourself, like, wow, I did it. I actually climbed the biggest mountain in the world. That many
Technically-
people have died and everything like that.
It's only the tallest mountain above sea level.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Hawaii,
Well,
the
yeah.
Hawaii,
The
Yeah.
tallest
island
mountain
of
is
Hawaii is the
the
tallest
tallest.
mountain.
in the world. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't
technically.
actually know that.
I learned
Yeah,
that.
it's
I
just
learned that back
underwater.
in
Most of it's
fifth
underwater.
grade. I learned that in fifth grade.
Well, shit.
I learned it in
I mean,
fifth grade.
I
Sorry. Carry on.
I just I don't know, like I mean, I bet it'd be
Fifth grade.
cool.
I'm gonna kill you.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think it'd be cool to go up there. I just like, and see it from the top, but at the
Yeah.
same time, I'm just, me
Well, I mean-
personally, I've like got no desire to climb it.
Yeah, I mean, my take on it, I'm pretty open to just new shit and having
Yeah.
reasons to go to like different parts of the world I've never been to. So I'm
Mhm.
not entirely against scaling Mount Everest. It's a tall order, so I'm not doubting that. But in the status it's in right now, I like it down here with you, Vince. Like I don't know.
No, to be honest,
no,
alright,
hold on,
I'm
hold
with
on.
you guys too. Like, if
Who
I like,
doesn't
alright, like,
want to be just on the ground.
if I can, I'm when I want to go travel the world and stuff like that. I think that's super awesome. But if it's at the point where it's like, if I go to this area and I have to wait in a line just to go see, like, you know, like, let's say they found the city of El Dorado, and it's at the point where it's literally crowded at this point. There's no point in me going to it if it's like, El Dorado is different. But I mean, like, Mount Everest. I'm not gonna wait in line.
El Dorado's a different story.
No, wait,
That's fine.
yeah.
That's fine.
Wait. Bad example.
Yeah.
What?
Or like, for example, Machu Picchu. If it was literally like filled to like Los Angeles with just people, I'm not gonna go at all. I'm just like, alright, because at that point it's a normal area to be in. You know what I mean?
Like a lot of people can just
Yeah.
easily access to.
Okay,
Just be like,
yeah.
Oh, look, I'm
That
here.
takes away the mystery. Go on.
Apparently, tourists leave behind around 26,000 pounds of pee and poo on Everest every year. That's grody.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, while you're
Bert,
climbing,
you guys are just gonna
there
leave
you
this
go.
here for all for me? Like,
I'm not gonna finish this alone.
So
I'm
you're just
about
climbing,
I'm
you
about
just climbing this shit, moving the snow around shit. And it's like you just find a frozen like brown shit. Like, oh, what the?
yo, they got chocolate. Everest
Yes.
chocolate.
Whoa! It's just the national chocolate
You-
cocoa chocolate bars.
You pick
Frozen?
one-
Heck.
Bro,
You pick one
yo,
up. Oh,
my poop deal lacking.
you just pick one up out of the snow. Oh, good, it's still warm.
Ah.
Gee.
All right, moving on. We're not talking about eating shit anymore. I don't know why this default to eating shit. Okay.
That's not a
Oh,
sentence I'd ever thought I'd hear, but
Natural wonders of the world aside, Niagara's one of them, and seeing it in person, I'm sure for you viewers at home that have been there before, it's one of those things where just like the Grand Canyon, it's sometimes when you see something or if you see something that's so far away, it doesn't look real. I kind of got that with Niagara, and obviously it's a little closer, and with ferries that take you around it, where you can get into the mist of the falls, it's a little easier to make out, like, yeah, it's there or not. But it's one of those things where it's so unfathomably big that there's no way for it to be real, and
'cause
more
there's
so
like
with the Grand Canyon.
there's
but
like
yeah.
over 1 billion gallons of water going over freaking or something, right? Like every minute or something.
I believe by volume it is the largest falls in that regard, and
Yeah.
it totally looks like if you stand under it, you freaking die. Like
Wait, I'm
instantly.
realty.
Yeah.
I'm realty. Where does the water come from?
Okay, wait. Okay, now Josh.
Hmm.
Okay, so you can tell me this. I found out recently. I mean, not recently, but like, you know, just not too long ago, that Niagara Falls, all the stuff you see in pictures, that's all on the Canada side. Isn't the America side like kind of shitty?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So,
like-
because where we're at, because the area we were at, it's very like touristy, and there are like attractions everywhere and all that, and then just along that river area, that's where Niagara is. But the thing is, where the falls are actually like flowing, that's from the other side. That's from Buffalo, which is
Yeah.
just neighboring the border. So the river itself that would lead to Niagara is coming from Buffalo. So
Yeah.
Canadians or anyone just in Canada, we're seeing all the cool shit. From Buffalo side, you have to cross to the Canadian border to see it. So
Yeah.
the Buffalo side looked pretty dumpy.
It's because it's got like rocks and everything right there, so it's
right
like
there, yeah.
Wait,
it's
is,
like
Interesting.
is the buffalo side like technically more natural though?
It looks more undisturbed.
it
if
just
that's what you're
looks
asking.
kind of crappy. Here, I'll send a picture.
I mean, kind of
Yeah,
crappy. I think you're missing out on normal natural
Hey,
beauty.
I just advanced to level 1.
So after Niagara, we went to Ottawa, checked out the Parliament building and all that. Moved on further, checked out Montreal, just to look around. There was the replica of the Notre Dame, which was pretty cool. hung around Chinatown too. That was pretty
Oh
neat.
man, technically, wouldn't that be the real Notre Dame now? Since the other one went.
No. Oh God, no.
New
No.
Notre Dame.
No, this one was accurate. There weren't any singe marks on it.
Oh.
But
Ah,
Okay, maybe-
dude. Oh, dude.
maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Wow.
Anyway, just forget I did that. Okay.
No,
then-
that's fine. That's fine.
I'm kidding. Okay. So after Montreal, we moved on to Quebec, Old Quebec City, which is pretty sick. Had some bomb ass burgers and shit. It was pretty good. There was this. If you ever check out Old Quebec City, check out Dorsey.
What the?
Oh shit.
What the hell just happened?
What the heck?
Someone's
so-
livelihood just get on the journey.
No, sorry.
Someone's life was falling
No,
apart.
that was me. Like I had this glass bottle, and like a bunch of them, they're all grape, and they all just fell off the table.
Why'd you have to tell us the flavor? They're
Oh,
all grape.
I'm starting a grape bottle collection of sodas.
It's just freaking. Oh, I have like a bunch of like glass bottles. Oh, cool. Yeah, they're grape.
You're setting your people back a
Shut
decade.
up.
Wait a minute. Wait, bottles cold water. Oh, I miss school. I had to. I'm sorry. Anyway. Okay,
School had bottles.
Oh.
5th grade.
Okay, then after Quebec, we spent 15 hours on the road all the way back to Kingsville, and that was hell on earth. And then also that ride destroyed my posture, so I think I stand like the Hunchback of Notre Dame because I've been sitting in the back of a car. Dude, it hurt. And my cousin was next to me, and we both
I'm
had
sorry,
like
that's funny.
destroyed postures.
It's funny to hear.
So then after that, we stopped at Windsor, and then that thing at Windsor, I'm gonna bring it up later. It's a little
Okay.
spooky tale that I'll bring up. And then we drove back to Detroit, dropped off the rental, flew back to Vegas, and then flew back home. And now I'm here, jet lag, and kind of sad because I miss all the poutine. Poutine's really
Oh,
good.
dude, I've never tried poutine, and I want to. so
You're an idiot loser. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
No, but like, if you ever get the chance, and to y'all at home, anyone ever gets the chance to try poutine, do it, cause
I
like,
kind of want to make my own poutine, but I know it's not gonna be as good.
we were discussing
What
that.
the-
on the
alright,
road.
hold on, dude.
It sounds like
Alright,
a different
again?
slang name for pussy.
Again, excuse me for being a filthy poor man, but what is poutine?
I
alright.
miss high school.
Last point about poutine: McDonald's poutine's actually pretty good. That's all I'm gonna leave it at. It's pretty good. So yeah, that was Canada. Almost. I'm gonna bring up the spooky thing later. I was about to say Scoopy thing.
Scoopy.
Yeah, I'll bring up the Scoop.
We don't talk about. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
What was that?
I'm kidding.
Discord kicked me.
No, that was me. I'm
Oh, you
joking.
freaking idiot
No,
loser.
because you said McDonald's, so like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of McDonald's.
N-word.
Oh.
Remember, I work at Carl's Jr. You can't talk about the enemy around me, even though I like
Ooh,
McDonald's.
Good point.
I like McDonald's, so this one, I was joking.
Bro, I gotta stop eating McDonald's. I ate too much and I got sick.
How'd you get sick?
Well, I ate a McChicken, or I ate 2 McChickens, and it was like just a lot of food. And the McChickens are hit or miss because of the mayo. Like sometimes I feel like the mayo isn't good, and like I just get sick from it. But I love the McChicken, you know.
Well, actually, speaking of the McChicken, that actually is a perfect
Wait, saying in the
segue.
podcast, I'm confused.
Wait, it
It's
wasn't.
like the third podcast you talked about McDonald's.
Wait, hold on.
That's not because I'm like, why?
Wait,
Hold up.
what happened? What happened on here?
I started laughing because one, we're talking about McDonald's again, and two, Vince sounded genuinely sad about being sick from McDonald's.
Well, I love McDonald's. McDonald's is my shit. I'm just like,
No, because you're like, I ate a McChicken and then I got.
No, I'm laughing.
Wait, I got tired of it. And
I'm
I'm
laughing.
fucking over here. Speaking of McChicken,
No, I'm laughing because that perfectly goes into the next topic. Another
really?
topic.
Wait,
It died.
wait, there's a
Okay.
topic about the McChicken. What?
Okay,
No, I want to
wait.
hear this go. Wait, hold on.
Okay,
Go.
alright.
oh,
go.
McChicken
Someone has-
Justice. Wait, I was wondering what that
I've
was.
never heard about
Okay,
this.
okay,
I never
okay.
heard of
Oh, Alex,
this is my
you're in
first
for a
time.
treat.
This is my
Alex,
first
you're in
time.
for a
Okay,
treat.
me too.
Okay,
I'm like, I don't know what you're
alright,
talking
yeah.
about.
Go, I'm
Alright,
Andre, you
yeah.
want to explain?
Yeah, so let me go ahead and explain it. First off, let me apologize to whoever's listening to this because it's gonna be edited a little weirdly, because of like how we're doing things. But like,
we went around. We went on a little tangent about McChicken and then being sick and then also being sad at the same
Yeah,
time.
that part's staying in.
No, that part is staying in. Half the poutine stuff won't be in, but
Oh.
yeah. Well, I don't even know, right? Like,
Dude,
it's
you'll figure it
out.
Wait, but yeah, I'm just apologizing in advance for if it sounds a little weird in editing.
You should do that edit like, hey, future para here, like pause the video or something.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
All right. Actually, I'll do that, or I'll probably just put it in the note. Anyway, all right. So the McChicken story. The reason that's perfect because this. All right. So in fact, it's kind of funny too because your family's all about law enforcement. So all right, your family's all about law enforcement. So you like.
Oh, me. Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, cut out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So this officer, he always. What he likes to do all the time is go down to his local McDonald's and pick up a McChicken and then take it back to his work and then put it in the fridge for.
Okay.
See, and using his quick wit and his police mind, right? He realized that that no one had came into this room at all, and that it couldn't have been him in any way.
Bottom line, there's a culprit and they're on the loose.
There's a bite, or there is a mouth shape that matches that bite, and he's gonna figure out.
Exactly. So this officer,
Okay.
this Indianapolis police officer's on the case. He's like, so he literally gets the attention of his fellow officers. They literally take police resources that could be used elsewhere to investigate.
Are you? I can see this as a comedy sketch.
I'm sorry.
It's like,
I'm sorry.
all
I
right,
can
you're all
just
wondering why I gathered here all today.
Wait,
like,
there's a lineup, and they got like the grimace and the hamburger. Oh my god.
It's like I said, all right, Jeff. They're like in a room and shit, like a lamp, like investigation or not investigation room, but it's just like talking in a room. He's like, why am I in here? I'm a cop. He's like, listen, buddy, listen. I don't want to bring bad cop in here. All right. See it fuzzy. He's like, I'm being the bad guy. Bring hamburger.
Wait, hold on.
Okay,
I can imagine it more
Grimace
like.
comes out and just stares at him like, can't talk.
Wait, I can imagine it more like the officer has someone come in. It's like, take a bite. There's a McChicken right there, like trying to like get them to take the same bite. See.
Take a normal bite.
No, but all right, hold on. So they were investigating some McDonald's, like watching the security footage, blah blah, and all that, like, because and to be fair, all right, I will say this. In the moment when the cops are like, hey, we have to investigate this, that's all right, because if you're going to a food establishment where the employees are eating your food and giving it to you,
Yeah.
you should definitely take
That's
that
fucked
serious.
up.
Yeah, it's definitely messed up, right?
That's a serious health hazard.
The problem with this, however, is this spawned a lot of news reports about how there's a lot of people who are anti-police, who are pro Antifa,
Yeah.
and all this. So this spawned a lot of like news over this guy's bit in McChicken down.
When you put it like that,
Bro.
it's so funny. Like when you break it down, you're like, okay, this is a serious health hazard, and that this person could lose their job and stuff. But when you're just like, police investigate a bitten McChicken.
Or an 11. I can imagine the dude gets arrested, goes in prison, does time and shit. Like, yo, what you in here for? Murder. What are you in here for? Homicide. What are you in here for? I took a bite of the chicken.
There's some bad people in here.
So we gotta keep an eye on that guy. He bit McChicken.
Oh, he's anti-police.
Oh my god.
This Antifa member eating McChickens. How dare he?
So did they end up finding him or finding?
Well, see now. Here's the funny part. What I was leading up to. See, the police officer then remembered he's the one who took a bite before he.
Wait. sorry. The fact that to go through all of that,
Bro,
put through someone like just imagine his
puts
face.
the
Like,
dude in handcuffs at
No.
McDonald's or some shit.
no, like he's going through like all the facts and stuff, like up late at night, like going through all this stuff. He's like, who could it be? And then he's like, gets like a
No, like
ray
he's
of
running out-
light over him. Hold on,
he's like running out of ideas and shit. He's like, I had to call it back up. Thanks for coming. It's Ronald coming out through the shadows.
no, it's like he's like, who could it be? And then he goes through all the facts and everything. He's like, but I forgot to go through the one person who I could have never suspected.
He points.
Me.
himself.
Like-
No, he's got like a board with like thumbtacks and
like
pictures.
string
He's got like
drums.
string, and then like he's got all of them like
sleeves and everything.
he's got all of them pointed onto him. And he's like,
He's got all of them pointed to like a mystery person in the middle.
It's like a shadow figure.
Yeah.
no, but the silhouette on the mystery picture matches him. He's like,
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
anyone.
yeah, and also I wasn't aware that this story was called McChicken Justice. Like it actually is called that.
No, so
That's what he put.
no.
Oh, it is. Okay.
No, I got that from the ETC video, the
that
internet
was
tip video
fucking
where I
amazing.
got that from. But
Okay.
the actual news article literally reads, below, police investigates McChicken, and then at the very end of that, same, because I'm pretty sure they have to tack it on. There's no way, because it then says he then forgot he's the one who took the bite, and it's like, so it spoils the funny part in the title, right?
Mhm.
But if you just block out that one part, read the entire article, and get to that part, you're just gonna lose it. You're like, what did I read through?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, sorry, real quick. Wait. Did you say something about this?
Oh yeah. I just quickly looked up McChicken Justice, and the first thing I see is a police officer holding a baton with a McChicken in place of his head.
Yeah,
So like, oh well. I mean,
That's
this
the-
is what
that-
it's called now.
that's the internet today video. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Oh my god.
That-
you should. Wait, by the way, you should definitely follow those guys and keep up with them. They do great news coverage and shit. Like, they have this thing called Weekly Weird News, where they show up the weirdest, craziest news that are just stupid and like somewhat semi-serious. They're perfect. You guys should definitely follow them for news updates and shit.
I'll check them out.
Man,
Okay.
That was
So
funny.
sorry. The fact we were talking about McChicken Justice, like, that's funny. Like about like our news articles doing like things like, or like titling their stuff certain ways, like specifically.
Mhm.
For example, there like a while back there was a I don't know if you guys heard about this, and this part's kind of fucked up, but it's I'll lead to the funny part. There was a science teacher in somewhere here in the U.S. who was in hot water because he fed a puppy to a snapping turtle in his class, like a dying, like a sick puppy, and he fed it to his snapping turtle.
okay,
It
hold
made
up.
fun of-
Pause. Wait,
Dude,
where
what the
are
fuck?
you taking this? Where are you
No,
leading this?
no,
Hold on.
this is true. Look it up.
No, but I mean,
It's-
where are you leading this conversation right now?
No,
Honestly,
I'll show
dude,
you.
just out
I'm
of
talking
nowhere.
about the news articles. So I was reading through some of the news articles about it. I was like, wow, this is super fucked up. And one of the news articles had the audacity to use the term shell-shocked.
Oh my! Oh no! No!
I saw it. I saw it and I was like, these motherfuckers.
That's-
They did not.
Cowabunga,
But
that's
it was
not
like-
okay.
I was like, oh my god, they did not just use that term. Like, out of all the terms, they had to use that. But it
I
was
just
really
imagine-
fucked up.
I just imagine whoever used that. They're sitting around at a table and they're like,
Heh.
"Hey, I have an idea."
We need juicy
Bugger.
storyline. Anyone at all. I'll literally take anything.
Hey, y'all seen Teenage Mutant Ninja
I-
Turtles, right? I got an idea.
What's a good
So y'all
term?
have watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right?
It's like, oh man, I don't want to use the term surprised or whatever, or
Shocking.
shocking. What should I use?
Wait, shocking.
Like,
Yeah, on
God.
it. It's
You
better.
know,
It's
speaking-
it's better than them using cowabunga. Can you imagine how that would go?
funny as hell. Oh my god, I'd piss myself probably.
Cowabunga, snapping turtle eats puppy.
Imagine like any news article
I guess-
starting off like that.
I guess pizza isn't on the menu for this turtle.
Oh,
We're having some Chinese on this pizza.
Aww. Okay, but on a sadder note though, that teacher didn't get in trouble. He actually got like he got off with it.
yeah, fuck that guy.
Well,
Yeah,
wait,
he's a
speaking.
fucking asshole.
Well, I mean, here. Well, on a brighter note, we can talk about people who get in trouble for this and will be facing repercussions for this. 'Cause I remember last week we were talking on Twitch about Linity, how she didn't get in trouble for it. YouTube, when it happens to YouTubers, it's exactly the exact opposite thing, where people will condone them, and the website will even take action. Thank you, YouTube. Surprisingly, for example, Brooks. What's your last name?
Brook Houts?
How is
How
that?
do you say your name?
How it's
Houts? Hoots. Hoots. Alright, well, Miss Hoots here, her controversy was that she uploaded raw footage of her mistreating her dog in a way where she's hitting it and spitting on it, and like I guess she threw her dog. I don't know. It's a pretty big dog. I don't even think she threw it.
It was
well,
a Doberman, right?
Yeah.
dude, you could tell by the video that the dog was just trying to be playful, and she was like super
That
fucked up
dog
to
was
it. Like,
just trying to be like a good dog. That's it. You
Yeah.
just see the dog trying to climb up, like, hey, you're my owner. I love you so much.
there's like a difference between like your dog doing something bad and like smacking on the butt, or smacking it in the back of the neck,
Yeah.
But spitting on it and like, dude, she like tossed it or something. Like,
No, she shoved it.
yeah, she shoved it. Like
Yeah.
that is screwed up.
Yeah, the fact that you're calling the dog it.
Well, I don't know if it's he or she, man. You want to use my
Just say
fucking
he. Just say he.
Shut the fuck
Well,
up.
what if it's a
I'm
he?
trying to
You
be,
can say
I'm trying
it.
to be proper to its gender, sir.
Okay, just keep going. You're fine. Keep going.
Dogs don't believe in gender politics, you fuck.
No, but whatever it was, the Doberman. Yeah.
You can say it. Hold on, Vincent. You can say it. Don't. Come on.
Keep fucking
Okay.
going, please.
The
Carry
fact
on.
that the main thing that pissed me off was the fact that she spit on it and like shoved it and like whatever.
Mhm.
Like that part's fucked up. And her apology video was straight trash. Like that was like you could tell everyone was
Wait.
like,
She had a video?
or not a video, her apology in the comments or something. Everyone was
Or
like,
her tweet? Okay.
read it. No, not her tweet. In the comments of the YouTube video. Here, I'll read like part of it.
Oh,
real quick.
hold on, wait.
What was her name? How do you spell it? Fucking there it is. Brook Houts.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, here it is. Oh wait. Oh, she deleted it.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, she
Well,
deleted
yeah,
it.
dude.
Fuck, I missed it.
Fine.
Well, I mean, a lot of people got screen caps of her apologies.
Yeah.
No, I think
But-
she made a different statement, because the one I saw through the Drumler's Instagram page where they tweet the things out, it's like chunks by chunks. Like, it's a pretty big thing.
Yeah, no, her apology thing was huge. It was just the one I read under her YouTube video, because I looked at the YouTube video like immediately. By the way, it had like 24,000 dislikes when I first saw it, so I was like, oh shit. But she was saying how she's like, oh, like I'm not an animal abuser, but then she also tried to defend herself, saying like, oh, but he's a big Doberman puppy and he was getting in my way and stuff, and people were like, you still don't do that. They were like, you put it in like a cage or something. You don't
that's-
smack it and
People-
spit on it.
I'm saying this
like,
now. You can't call that discipline or anything like that.
No,
That's just
not even
literally
close. That was
just
straight up abuse.
beating. Yeah, you're straight up actually still beating your fucking dog.
Because
Yeah.
okay, and I didn't want to bring this up, but Alex, you've seen me discipline my dogs before.
Yeah. The way you
And, I
discipline
mean-
is totally okay because you just yell at them. But when they like just need to be hit on, or like not hit on, but
Not hit, but
you-
like I don't
you just,
smack
like,
them.
you just
like-
tap them on the head or something like that.
No,
like, a
no, I
little
tap
bit.
them on the. I don't even tap them on the head. I tap them on the back. like it won't hurt them as much, you know, or I hit them on the butt, like to get them away or something.
Also, I wouldn't say yell. I'd say raise your voice. You know.
No, I yell at my dogs. They're loud.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've seen Vinton treat his dogs, and I'm really like shocking that we haven't exposed me to that, because he'd be like, Diego, and then like he'll pick up a chair and just smash. No,
Wait a minute.
No, I'm joking. I'm
like
joking.
the first part, like yelling his name, but not chair.
Sorry, your dogs are
They
pretty
know too
wild.
much. Abort.
Your dogs are pretty wild, so I can imagine something stupid like that. But like in a cartoon setting where it's like,
Yeah.
I've
I've yelled at my dog because my dog, like, I'll yell at him and he'll think he'll still bark, and I'm like, okay, well that didn't do anything, so.
Yeah, like now I gotta step it up a notch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if he's just barking, like, or if any of my dogs are barking too crazy now, like now I yell at them or something, but then if they just keep barking, I just stick them outside.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I
Let them play outside, because our house doesn't have like a ton of furniture, so it echoes like crazy.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah, it's
Like-
really loud. They just bark at anything, dude. It's so
Yeah, they
annoying.
do. It's really annoying, but
So
they're good dogs. I love them.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
especially
good.
Diego, because he's really smart.
See, we
Diego.
we here at the Pop
Speaking-
Podcast appreciate and value our animals. Are never gonna spit on them and throw them down around. So if you
Diego,
like,
come here. Oh, speaking of dogs, Max got in a fight with a neighbor's dog today, and he's got like blood on his.
did Max win?
Who won?
Did
Yeah,
Max
who-
win? Did
who
Max win?
Well, they were fighting through a fence, so nobody really.
Sounds stupid.
No, like he got out, he dashed the front door, and then he ran straight over there, and so the neighbor's dog bit him on the nose and on the mouth, so he's got like a bunch of like cuts right there, and then my dog bit his dog on the paw, so his dog's paw is kind of screwed up, but where like my mom was shaking up and my cousin was like freaking out because like she didn't know what to do, because my cousin's only like 10 or something, I don't know, but
Yeah, Rosie.
Oh,
yeah, Rosie, I don't know
hey,
how she,
s- speaking of which, by the way, about the whole situation, have you also seen the interview
of
Oh. of her? I guess like her ex-boyfriend went on an interview with Killer Meme Star, but
oh no,
like he kind of like explained like him and his mother, because I guess like they went over there to her house, whatever, for the night, whatever, and apparently
Yeah.
she even like she was like being like bad, like, because like her whole channel is about like her and her dog, you know what I mean? So like she has like this repetition already, but like they kind of explain like how like she really, in like outside of the video, doesn't actually love her dog at all, and like
Oh, really?
yeah, so she does like shady stuff, and like that, like he at the end of his interview, he was even like saying like, hey, she does not deserve that dog, someone needs to get that dog from her.
yeah, dude, Dobermans are a lot of work.
Excuse me.
That's like Dobermans. They're a lot of fucking work. Like that. Those are some of the most like.
They are the superior
know.
dogs. Okay, just because you beta
No, I'm
beta
saying,
owners
like,
can't train them.
no, I'm saying that's what I mean. Like Dobermans are like one of those dogs you have to like train properly. You can't just like not pay attention to it. You know, like you need a like she doesn't deserve that dog because apparently she's not taking care of it properly. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not defending her at all because she's a piece of shit.
What's
But
called H actually wants to buy the dog off her.
oh really?
Yeah.
well, I don't know if that's just a joke. Well, not
No,
a
but
joke,
no, he's
but,
serious.
just
Like he's like, hey, any amount of money you want, I'll like do it if I can get that dog away from you. I mean, I'm not saying. I mean,
Yeah.
in the end, like you know, like in the end, yeah, he is a comedian, so he could just making a tweet. But I mean, like, I'm sure like he'll actually put his money to his mouth is if she actually responds to that, like in a way, you know what I mean, like.
Yeah.
Because then at that point, if she did it sounds like, hey, like, alright, then I'll like give me $100 for the dog. He's gonna have to like do it.
Oh, someone re-uploaded the video.
A lot of people, if you ever delete a video on YouTube, everyone's gonna
Yeah, it's
gonna
not
re-upload that.
Yeah.
That video of me in that car accident, guys. Remember that? It's everywhere on YouTube, guys.
Wait, Andre, let it go, dude. You guys
Let it
can
go.
do
We all
that.
died. Like,
Sorry, all right, knock it out.
Okay, but back to the apology though. I just wanted to bring up one thing that really pissed me off. there was a point where she said that her reasoning for acting that way, although not really making it the excuse, or at least trying not to,
I
is
pulled it up so I can
there
read
were-
it if you need to.
yeah, there were things going on in her personal life that
Oh
were
yeah.
negatively affecting her, so she
Dude.
wasn't in a good mood. So okay, if you weren't in a good mood, why were you recording?
Yeah, exactly.
No,
I
that-
forgot
that's
to
actually
forgot about
that's
that
actually a
part.
good
Well,
Yeah.
That's my
hey,
main
that's,
thing that really pissed me off.
Wait, hold up. What?
Yeah.
That's pretty rough because sometimes people do record when they are like upset because that doesn't make them feel
Whoa,
better.
But,
So
but
I
that
can
doesn't
understand that.
that doesn't excuse her acts to
No,
beat
no,
her.
I'm
dog.
not.
Like,
I don't think that excuses her at all. I'm just saying like you can't be like why were you recording if you're like upset. A lot of
Yeah,
people do
I
that to
get-
feel
I
better.
get
So
that.
yeah.
Right.
I get that she was recording, but the fact that she tried to use that as a crutch to why she did that is completely BS. That's why people were being like, that's not an excuse,
So-
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, so say like a Let's Player said something like this, like, yeah, okay, you're a solo act, fine, no one is at stake here. But in her case, there's another party, being her dog, that is affected by that, and being a dog doesn't really have a say in whether she wants to
Yeah.
record or not. So that's what makes it inexcusable in my book. Or I hope
Well,
other
I mean,
people-
yeah, it's inexcusable because it's an animal who's ignorant of the situation in the first place. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
yeah.
something like you shouldn't take out any frustrations at all to begin with on an animal that's not going to understand that what it's doing is wrong. You know what I mean? Like, because
Yeah.
it literally just wants attention and love. And I'll be honest, maybe what if she did upload the video properly, right?
Mhm.
And by the end of the day, the dog just seems like it's having a great time. Her messed up, even that her messing up in the bigger picture shows at least hey, this dog, despite being in its own world of happy situation, she's putting him in an environment that's not what's it called?
Yeah.
It's not healthy for the dog at all.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be putting the pictures up of her full sorry because she moved her apology to Twitter, because on Twitter you can do a tweet long where you can put as much as you want compared to the limit. I'm not sure if that's the reason why she deleted off of YouTube. That unless the YouTube one was probably just getting shit bombarded with the comments.
Yeah, I think maybe YouTube took it down or something.
No, they didn't take it down. They wouldn't do that.
I thought if a video gets too many dislikes, they take it down.
If
That's
that no, that's not the thing at all. If that was the thing,
I don't know.
if that was the thing, do you know how many people would be removed off of YouTube if that was the case?
A lot of
That's, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know how it works, but
So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. I mean, it sucks. She's in LA. She's fucking close. I can go fucking bum rush her right now. But
oh, dude, the police are investigating her.
well, yeah.
Oh,
Also,
great.
she said she did not spit on her dog.
Well,
That's
wait, she what?
She said she did not spit on her dog. But if I go to
Uh,
Keemstar's video and watch it right now, I
was like,
swear to God,
Yeah.
she spit. Hold on, wait.
yeah, she did.
Literally
spit.
towards
I
the ending
watched
of it.
her.
Wait,
No,
hold
it
on.
wasn't. It was like-
Wait,
it was like in the
No, well,
beginning.
not towards the ending, but it was around the mid of the video.
No, I'm watching it right now. I'll tell you what happens. I'm not turning the audio on, blah, because I'm not trying to have this video part of this video because then it's gonna actually
Where's the
Yeah.
Keemstar? Oh, it's Keemstar on Twitter. Oh, okay.
the Keemstar what?
Yeah, the Keemstar the video.
Oh yeah, it's his pin tweet.
Oh shit. Yeah. Damn, she smacked it. She called it up. Wait, hold on. Oh no, never mind. She opened her.
Wait, where's the part that she spits at?
It's at pins it down. Oh, right there at 20 seconds.
At 20 sec? Oh, I see.
Yeah. You can hear the spit,
Yeah, you can literally hear
Wait,
it.
alright, let me turn it real quick.
and you can see her face. You can see her mouth clean up the spit.
I don't know. Alright, I don't know. I don't think that there's not enough visual proof in the spit part, so I'll give her that. But
Nah, I'm pretty sure, but.
I don't know. I'm just not trying to rub.
But you can see the dog's his what's the word I'm looking for? Not demeanor, his stance? No, what's the fucking word I'm looking for?
I think demeanor.
No, I guess like just the way he was acting was like a playful thing. Like he was trying to play. Like you could see because his ears are up. He's taking like like when he's going down, it's kind of a submissive thing. He's just trying to play, and then she fucking like pushes him.
I don't know. This is a rough situation, dude. Like, kind of sucks. Like, and I'm gonna hate when like the news like headlines comes out being like, YouTuber messed up.
Yeah, YouTuber.
I was trying
Why
to
is this YouTuber getting so much heat? I'll talk about that in
no,
one. And
I was trying to lead into the joke where with the Shellshocked joke, but be like, YouTuber Brook Houts is in the doghouse now. I'm sorry. I was pretty mad. But yeah,
Well,
there's definitely a situation that like we're gonna wait for more updates on this. I mean, next podcast is like in 2 weeks, so we'll definitely get something out of it. But it really does suck that this is kind of what's going on lately. I mean, I have a theory that she did it on purpose. Cause I don't really see
uploaded it on purpose.
Yeah, because I know that Lindy was in controversy recently for her cat video, but at the same time, she hasn't like gotten in trouble for that per se. Cause I don't know, like this is like it's too close to the Lindy situation. Plus, what's it called? But it's on different platforms too. Which, if she probably knew better to watch her video, because I don't know, how do you accidentally upload a raw footage video compared to your edited video? Unless
that's true. I was thinking about that too. I was like, how do you accidentally upload? Because it takes time for the video to upload, and then you have to click upload. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you put it into YouTube. And...
Well, yeah, no, but even then, before that, like, for example, if the footage video, all right, if she's editing it down, she can literally look at it and be like, oh, this video is like 11 minutes compared to this 3-minute video. You get me? Or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing that Keemstar shows, it does have like jump cuts in it too, the raw footage. So maybe I don't know, dude. It's just a stupid.
Yeah, but I watched the video on her YouTube channel. I mean his video on whatchamacallit on his Twitter was like someone recording off the thing, but I did watch the video.
It was him. It was him recording the screen. Yeah.
Yeah. So I watched the actual video. So it was kind of fucked up.
Yeah. I don't know. It's stupid. Anyway, I think we should probably use time to move on to a different topic at this point. All right. Yeah. So we're moving things on from this chase situation to something a bit more interesting, or I guess spooky.
Moral of the story: don't beat your dogs, kids.
Yeah.
Please be nice to them. They love you.
Vincent, I'm sorry I threw you down and spit on you. Then.
Come here, Diego. No. Take my anger out.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Who's watching you?
Alright. But yeah, so we're gonna move on to a different thing. Josh, if you can play us into that.
Okay, so I briefly hinted at a spooky happening while I was abroad in Canada. So while we returned from our long road trip all the way up to Quebec, we made a last stop at Windsor, the bordering town just across the Canadian border when you leave Detroit to Canada, right? So, and just so you can picture something, it's this quaint little town, and it's very English, British inspired and all that. So it's just nice, quaint, and pleasant and all that. And the architecture is very Britain inspired, and that's, I don't know, I fuck with that. So that was really cool. But in the house that we were staying in, while it was nice, the basement wasn't. So yeah. So how do I map this out? So the entrance to the basement was through the house's kitchen, and down there were 4 rooms, right? And once you make it down the stairs, you have 4 options. bottom left, top left, top right, bottom right, right? So top left was this empty vacant room, which I assume was for just an extra spare room, honestly. Like, I can't think of anything else. It was completely
Yeah.
empty and vacant, so I can't think of anything else for it. Wait, that was top left. Top right was a boiler room. Or bottom right
Who
was
even has a boiler room anymore? Like,
them,
honestly,
I guess.
like,
Yeah, I guess them. So
Is
yeah,
that me?
top right was a boiler. Yeah, top right is a boiler room. Bottom right was the laundry room, because doing laundry in the pitch black, that's pleasant. And
yeah.
the star of the show here is bottom left, and on our Discord, Alex, Andre, Vince, I want to direct your attention onto the video podcast idea channel,
Yes.
where we're putting our pictures for the audience at home. So it'll come up soon, but I want to set the
Alright.
stage some more. So bottom left, once you walk into that room, to your left are some antique lamps, and in the middle of the room is a floral couch, so it looks very, very old. You know what I mean? Something you'd find in grandma's house. That's something I'd describe it as. So you already
Yeah.
get like oh yeah, this is a pretty this is a room that was likely frozen in time, it seems like. I mean, above that couch and table was an old classic chandelier. There was
Yeah.
some kind of workbench ahead of the couch, and it's all some kind of work's been done on it, but for the most part, it's like an old, not really rustic, but very just. It seems eerie because of how old it seems, right?
Yeah.
Then you look behind you, behind the
Oh.
couch, right?
Oh.
So, here's some background. Behind the couch, there is a painting on the wall, and the backstory I got from our homeowner, who is a cousin. This is what she-
Wait. Before you go into the backstory, you try to just show them and then like go into it.
No. I'm gonna explain it first, and then I got this set out. I appreciate your concern, though.
Got it.
Yeah. So here's the backstory according to my cousin. So the previous homeowner was
Hormoner?
Hormoner.
It's like, wait.
A hormoner. He who hormone.
Yeah,
no. The previous homeowner was they were into theater, or some kind of theater buff, and I think they participated in plays as well. So they were into theater to some degree, and they had taken on a role in a play. Not sure to what degree. Maybe it was just a look thing. I don't know. But they took on a role, and that character was It was interesting enough to this previous homeowner's friend, who was a painter, to want to paint this character on the wall, whom they decided to place on the basement wall, right? So there's this specific painting on the basement wall that is just kind of minding its own business, but what makes it creepy is, well, one, I'll show you in a moment, but this artist friend apparently also drew other things on the wall, but they were more or less sketches or warm-up, so they weren't a complete work on like this painting.
Wait, so was this painting like on a canvas, or was it on the wall?
On the wall.
Oh, okay.
On the wall, in a specific point, or a specific place on the wall. So now, in this entire basement room, everything, or all of the other sketches, were painted over with white. So the room is completely white, except for that. Have a look.
Oh my god!
So if you will, you can show it on the screen now, Andre.
Yeah.
But
Jesus.
Gosh.
so that was just behind the couch. So when I first walked in, my heart sank and I accepted death because I didn't realize it was a painting. Yeah.
What? Dude, that is fucking terrifying.
So what makes it worse is this house is mostly wooden, right? So
Yeah.
when someone walked upstairs, you could hear the creaking, but you could not hear the footsteps. So you could only hear creaking.
my
So
God.
every so
You know who
often.
that looks like? The guy that guy looks like the dummy from Goosebumps.
Slappy.
Slap.
Yeah.
Slappy, he looks like
Slappy.
Slappy.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck to tell you about the rabbit. He looks like the rabbit version of Zero
Okay,
from A Nightmare.
the
Before
fact the fact that its eyes
kinda
are
does.
closed
Yeah.
makes it even more terrifying. Because what if you just went down there one night and the eyes were open
The eyes
on
were
the rabbit?
Oh,
Oh my
fuck you.
god,
Shut
I
up.
can imagine it
Shut
now.
Shut up. No. Yeah. So, man,
Oh,
when you were down
Jesus.
there, you would hear all of the noises, but not where the source of the noise.
I don't like looking at it. It makes me uncomfortable.
Exactly. So,
I personally can't stop looking at it. Like I'm like dissecting the pitch and like still trying to understand like
No, I am
look,
too.
it
but
is a good piece of art. It's just, why is it down there?
why is it?
Why?
No, it like. Why is it, like okay? I'm not an art person at all. Like I don't really care like to look at art and like analyze it and stuff.
Okay.
But the reason it's so off-putting to me is the black background that is like really creepy. Like what's like why is it there? Like I
Right.
get I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like really freaking me out.
I think to piggyback off of your point, one thing that definitely creeped me out immediately was that one, I had to sleep in the same house as this, and two, the fact that the person looks realistic, but the bunny looks like a children's drawing.
Yeah.
That's something that creeps me out.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
that's
because you know how anatomically correct that human is. but
Yeah.
the bunny's got weird floopy
Yeah,
arms.
it's got his shoulders
Yeah.
all.
And it's got a crudely drawn-on bow tie.
honestly
Yeah.
And he's only got like 3 fingers or whatever.
His
Yeah.
arms overly
Wait,
extended like
he has
that.
he has 4 fingers.
What? He's got 3 right
He has
there.
4.
No, wait. No, he's talking about the rabbit, right?
Talking about the rabbit.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got 3.
talking about the guy. Honestly,
Well, the thumb is implied. So 5.
Yeah. But why is he lightly holding the rabbit's love handle? Like
Yeah. Well, okay.
well, no, I
Sorry,
think
go on.
because the rabbit does have long arms, so maybe like he's holding the rabbit's hand, like it goes down and up, like under from the picture.
I don't know. You would see some because if his arm can curve almost a 360 degree, why can't his other?
I mean,
Yeah.
look at the other arm. It's like a perfect circle to wrap around his head. So I wouldn't be surprised if the anatomy of this cartoon animal was different from this human's,
Alright.
normal anatomy. I mean,
You know, it'd be even weirder.
what?
What if like there was more to the picture, and what if he was like more like a cat dog person?
Together.
He was the rabbit.
Oh, are you saying like
They're
the bottom panel? Because you know how there's
Yeah,
yeah, there's just more to it. Yeah.
just the
Yeah,
bottom
but-
panel is them connected together. Oh
Yeah.
god.
So I guess to close this off, I do want to say that again. I have to reiterate that this is supposedly, according to my cousin, this is supposedly a character in a play. Thing is, I have no idea what the hell or who the hell this is because I don't know anything about theater or anything. So if any of you guys can find any answers for us, that'd be great because I'd like closure and never to look at this
Hold
again.
on.
Yeah.
How long ago was the previous homeowner? Like do you know when they bought the house or anything?
I don't. All I know is that it was some kind of recent time window. That's all I can tell you.
Well, like here, this is my theory about the character, and like, or not theory, but my idea on what the
Oh.
character is for the play. You see, this man here is in love with this rabbit. This rabbit here is actually his wife, or should I say, a metaphorical figure of his wife, because she's a caricature, a cartoon, if I rather, and that she died and passed away and became a ghost. Hence why her ghostly white figure is surrounding his body.
Why
and
she a rabbit?
enveloping-
That's weird.
Well, I'm getting to that.
What's another word for a play?
Playwright, screenwriter, blah.
Theater acts? No, that's
A podcast about
Performance?
people actually moving and like doing stuff.
match. No.
A live action book.
So a movie?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Sorry, my bad. A live action
I
script.
found some weird stuff.
Are you trying to dissect this?
All
I'm
right,
trying to
wait.
look for it.
You're
Hold on,
not
hold on.
gonna dissect it during the podcast, so.
You don't
Yeah,
know me.
I-
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No, that's basically what I had for the table. I wanted to know what you guys thought about this thing. and it's been haunting my dreams for the past week. I've been back from Canada for almost a week now. Yeah.
I'm gonna
So-
edit in some creepy music while you're discussing this, and like have the picture.
Yeah.
At the end of this video, just have the picture slowly zoom in to the camera.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, no, that's it for me. How about you guys?
That's it for me too. I think
I'm just looking for this damn thing.
I think we talked enough. So like, plus there's a lot I gotta edit. I might have to rearrange the audio.
Hello?
Huh?
Hey, you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Barely.
My
Oh.
Wi-Fi just crashed.
Oh, fun.
Oh, what the heck?
Wait, how long has it been off?
Oh, okay, hold on. Now it's back up.
Wait,
Hello?
how long has it crashed?
No, it only crashed for like a couple seconds right now. But like,
Oh,
what the
okay.
fuck? I was talking. You guys were talking. You just stopped. And I'm like,
Oh.
guys, hello. And then all of a sudden I couldn't disconnect. I was like, no, my Wi-Fi's crashing.
The spirit of the picture got him.
Ooh,
Honestly.
Wait. Wait. Oh. Did I get it?
Hmm?
No
Show
way.
us your
Hold on.
What?
No, I am interested. Show me your findings.
Yeah,
Something.
it's like,
Just search up something called the Velveteen
Oh wait, hold on. Wait. The Velveteen what?
Rabbit.
The Velveteen Rabbit.
Yeah, the Velvet. Well, I don't think that's it. No.
If it's not, I'm gonna hit you.
I don't know about this one, bud.
All right, yeah,
Well,
dude, this
just
is
look
not
up
it.
Velveteen Rabbit play. No, that's not. Sorry.
Oh well. I mean, you got somewhere. Bless you.
Whoa,
Jesus
about sneeze there,
Christ.
buddy.
All right.
Spit it win,
Bless
or
I'm gonna keep looking for this.
All right. Well, while you
But-
keep looking for that, I guess we're gonna wrap up here.
yes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, this is the end of the podcast, and we've really discussed some weird stuff going on. But that's just how the internet is these days, you know. Anyway, just like, comment, and subscribe, and remember, stay golden.
That wasn't even trying to be funny. I tried to drink my water.
And fade.
That was really good.